Hello to the Cryptronic FX members. I hope that you're all feeling great today. I hope you're all feeling blessed. I do apologize for the inconvenience of earlier with the Discord videos that were sent. I was not aware that people could not view it. But today, right now, currently, I am compensating for the inconvenience. So today I'm going to be going over structure. I want to make it very clear. I want to make it very simple. I want to make you aware of how not to get caught up in the areas where a lot of people are probably getting caught up in the market. Same applies for crypto, forex, for indices, for commodities, for any single asset. The whole thing is the same. And if anyone tries to tell you different, they're chatting shit and they don't know what they're talking about. Every single market is based off supply and demand structure and liquidity inducements. Liquidity inducements I will go over more in the future, but today for this video I am simply going to go over structure, how to restructure, and how to not get caught up in substructure or internal structure. Okay, so being aware of higher time frame, which is going to be presented by the black lines. Okay, so the higher time frame is clearly bearish. You can all agree with that, hopefully. We are making low, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, breaking structure every time. And every time we break structure means that this high is strong and this low is weak. This high is strong, this low is weak, this high is strong, this low is weak. So internally then, at some point, we are going to actually make a shift. Say if this is a 4 hour, on the 15 minute, we will be bullish at some point. And then we will get the momentum shift. So when we get the momentum shift, knowing that we're overall bearish on the 4 hour, let me just change this to orange or something. Knowing that we're overall bearish on the 4 hour, we can expect that this low putting this high putting this low, lower high, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. We're expecting a lower high, right? To then go ahead and take out this low for a lower low. So when the 15 minute is bullish and then switches bearish, the intraday, the mid time frame has now aligned with the higher time frame. So for sure, I can be looking for sales from this area to go ahead and target this area. And then within that, I'm not going to get too tough into the 1 minute or anything right now. I know I've made previous trade breakdowns on the 1 minute, but within this 15-minute zone, the 1 minute would do something like this. Momentum shift, and then tap into supply. And then to go ahead and take out this low. And that's how people make such high risk to reward. If you've ever seen it, if you haven't, then maybe you're getting introduced right now. But the ability of understanding the higher time frame, the lower time frame, the mid time frame momentum shift, and then the lower time frame realignment is very, very, very life-changing. That's all I can say. It's life-changing. So let me go ahead and delete all of this right now and just bring it to the charts quickly. I don't want to go too in depth, but okay, so 4 hour, we can clearly see that we're making high to low to lower high to lower low to lower high. And then we're expecting a lower low. First thing we want to do is measure out the high to the low. Have we pulled back 50%? Okay, we've pulled back around the 50%. What supply zones are valid above the 50%? Well, this zone is interesting to me. Let me just go ahead and delete these. Why is it interesting? Because it broke internal structure. I'm going to mark it out right now. This zone is interesting because it broke internal structure. This zone is also interesting, because it swiped liquidity. I'm going to go over that in more detail. in other videos, but I'm just going to mark it out now for the sake of it. This was liquidity, spiked it, and then broke this low, leaving a break of structure. But ultimately, this was the last buy before the sell that broke structure, and it's above the 50%. So when price taps in, this would be the 15-minute. On the 4-hour, obviously, but on the 15-minute, this would be very bullish, making clear highs, lows, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. And then this low was the low that put in the high. When this shifts, we can see that we're going to be bearish. Why? Because we've had a momentum shift. It's clear to see that the bullish price action has now shifted bearish. And what is that alignment? And what is that aligning with? Well, it's clearly aligning with the higher time frame narrative. So sells are most probable in a downtrend and buys are most probable in an uptrend. So we shift momentum, and then this was the last buy to sell. That put in this, and we can for sure expect this low to be taken out. Let me just, oh shit, not that black. We can expect this high to take out this low, but also being aware that there is a zone up here as well. So price could do something like this, tap into this, and then go ahead and take out the lows. But it's all about playing reaction, completely about playing reaction. You don't want to predict too much. But yeah, this is just a short video on structure, how to not get caught up in eternal structure. Because if I just bring price back here for a moment, and if I drop it down even to the 1 hour, talk Wi-Fi being shit as usual, I do apologise. Drop it down to the 1 hour. A lot of traders will be looking at this thinking, shit, yeah, okay. We are clearly bullish. Look how bullish we are. Probably be like, yeah, buys are most probable. But you've got to remember the higher time frame, because it trumps all time frames. Okay, so that's a short video on structure. If you want stuff clarifying more, don't forget that we have lessons available. We have one-to-ones available for £30 an hour, which is very, very, very cheap considering what these traders are out here charging. We do this very cheap. I obviously trade slightly different to Chapo, but I can for sure guarantee, vouch, whatever, that structure is king in his opinion as well, because it's king no matter what. So yeah, if you want to get some lessons, be sure to hit me up privately at Mr. THCBD. Obviously, you know my Discord name. Hit me up privately and we can do lessons for £30. If not me and you'd prefer Chapo, be sure to hit him up because he has value as well. And yeah, that's a short video on structure, guys. I do apologise for the inconvenience about earlier, and I hope you enjoy your weekends and have a blessed one.